Okay, first up we have Team Fortress 2. Now this could easily be my number one spot, but I've seen it in so many number one spots that honestly I could not justify putting it in another number one spot. So I decided that it still had to be on the list because it's just a great free-to-play game. So, Team Fortress 2 is developed by Valve. Its player base is high. It's your typical MMO that was released in 2007. There are 9 classes that you can choose from and play. And one thing about each of these classes is they've all got excellent balance, so it's really up to the player's skill, which is a plus. The artwork in it's really nice. There's tons of player-made content, and each character has their own sounds, which makes them sound unique and distinctive. And overall, this game is really fun and definitely worth some time. Okay, next up we have Warframe. Now I chose this for 4th because again it's always usually 2nd or 1st on the list, and I just felt that it needed to be on the list, but I didn't want it as high just because I want to get some other games in 1st and 2nd. So Warframe is a third-person co-op focused action game. Warframe challenges players to release their inner ninja, situating them as Tenno warriors who have discovered an ancient exoskeletal technology only they can operate. These Warframes bring unimaginable power and skill to the Tenno. Players now have a unique offensive and defensive powers to explore, and they can go solo or band together to complete co-op based raids. Warframe has great customization and fun upgrades. Warframe has about 20,000 people in game, usually on most days, and has very positive reviews on Steam. For me personally, I have played this game and it is extremely fun. The customization is great, the combat is fluid and smooth, and overall it's a solid game that is definitely worth spending some time in. And there are people who spend thousands of hours into the game and keep coming back. So, as a game, you should definitely just check it out, give it a try. It is definitely a really well-developed free-to-play game. I'm going to just let the trailer finish. So, next up, we have Path of Exile. Now, this is a great ARPG. It's got an amazing skill system that's very in-depth, item customization that's crazy, and the cash shop does not offer any gameplay advantages. All the cash shop has is things that are cosmetic. Now, personally, for me, I get bored of ARPGs really quick, but the fact that this is a free-to-play game that is actually has no cash shop items that actually advance you is really, really insane. So it's definitely worth picking up, and it's very solid. I have played it, and it is definitely worth playing, so be sure to pick this one up. So next up, we have Paladins. Now, for Paladins, people always call this game the Overwatch ripoff. And honestly, I have never played Overwatch, so I can't really compare it there. But it's a great MOBA shooter. It's got a wide variety of champions, a cool customization system, and it'll run on a toaster. I mean, it's just really well developed. Now, Paladins is a hero-based cooperative shooter where teams brawl to capture and deliver objectives. Now, you've got a variety of champions that add to the gameplay, and there is no pay-to-win elements in the game. Any money you're going to spend is cosmetic, so that's really good. Now, one thing I do have to mention is this game does install like all the high-res stuff because it's a high-res game. And honestly, I uninstalled it because of the high-res stuff, because the high-res stuff was always running in the background of my computer. And I don't want it running always in the background of my computer, so I uninstalled it. Now, you know, if you don't care about that, then this game is a phenomenal game. And I personally have spent quite a few hours playing in it before I deleted it, and it's one of those games I still come back to here and there, so it's definitely worth picking up if you're into FPS and or MOBAs. Okay, in the number 1 spot we have Asta Online. Now, I already had this game installed from my review that I did on it, which is on my channel if you're interested in watching that. And I made this game number 1 because it feels like a vanilla WoW, and who doesn't like vanilla WoW? The gameplay is very fun, but I mean there are things wrong with it. The questing is very generic. It's just, you know, your typical MMO. But it is a very fun game. It is definitely worth your time. I recommend it, and it is very fun. Now, it is Asian inspired. You have your 2 warring factions, and it's got a really cool mount and pet system that actually reminds me of vanilla WoW. So it's definitely worth picking up if you have some extra time and you're into that WoW type gameplay. So, I mean, why not just give it a chance? It's just released on Steam. Now, the only drawback right now is that it has a low population, but there are like 9 o'clock at night Western time and like 11 o'clock Eastern time, and different times there are events that go on. So definitely that's when you want to play, because that's when a lot of people are on for the different PvP aspects. So it is very fun. It's very good. The cash shop is very minimal things that you can really buy to increase things. So if you're into MMORPGs and you love vanilla WoW, be sure to check this one out. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now, if you felt that my list was wrong or I missed a game that you feel I should have included, be sure to let me know in the comments. Okay? See you guys later.